Say there's somebody that was you, 12 months ago, looking for that laundromat. Do you have one piece of advice on what could help them get that first laundromat?
It's a little, I guess, counterintuitive advice, but just being...
When you're getting into the business, just like you're saying, like, hey, just make sure you've got a little runway, you've got a little cushion, and that you've got as clear of an understanding of the business as you can before it becomes yours too, right? And you kind of reference, like, maybe if it's not making as much money as you thought it was, and which happens a lot in this business. So do the best you can, and but just know that the less runway you have on the back end after the purchase in terms of money, the riskier it becomes.
You probably would lose a lot more sleep over buying something you shouldn't have bought than not buying something you could have or should have, perhaps. You never know if you should have if you didn't buy it, but don't force a deal.
I will vouch for everything that you're saying. It is much worse to buy something that you shouldn't have bought and having to deal with the consequences of that for long periods of time, rather than passing even on a good deal. I'd rather pass on a good deal than buy a bad deal all day, every day, as somebody who has bought a bad deal and suffered the consequences of that.
These were not answers that I couldn't have thought of on my own, but it's very hard to have conversations with yourself. So by the end of me spitting out a sentence to Coach John, as I call him, I already knew the answer that he was going to give me, because I knew what I needed to do. But when you're sitting in a room by yourself, it's very easy to have negative self-talk and talk yourself out of doing the uncomfortable thing.